within local governments. The challenge is, and we started this discussion with that, is the imaginaries that we have, the imagination that we have are all 19th and 20th century imaginations that are based on the concentration of fossil energy, fossil water, and I would say fossil forms of governance. Fine. And I think that is the thing that we really need to push back on, because it is those imaginaries, and we've seen in COVID lots of fantastic examples from across the world, especially with local and regional governments, of trying to really transform that to deal with sort of core questions. So I'm saying the science gives you all of this, but what the science doesn't give us is how do we address these questions in an equitable manner and an accessible manner. And I think that is really where these are questions of ethics and culture, which humanity has dealt with for 5,000 years or more. These are legitimate sort of areas of engagement, but they're not a central part of the discussion that often happens around climate, which is, like I said earlier, about efficiency, about consumption, about economic incentives, which are important. I'm not saying that they're not important, but there are other deeper and I think much more central things that need to be picked up and run with. And I think being able to get these conversations running and aggregated across the world in different contexts will give us a much better handle on how to deal with these questions. And I think that's what I hope will happen as we start bringing these communities together and giving privilege to questions of equity, justice, and something we don't want to talk about very much, and that is the question of solidarity or fraternity, because that is the basis around which I think we have at least some hope of being able to achieve something in the next 10 or 20 years, and that's about as much as we have before things really start becoming very difficult for us.